guys? I'm here with Tommy and little Jonathan. And oh boy, you're in for a sweet one today. It's exciting. Big deal. Tommy's going to be on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series this Tuesday. He's taking on an undefeated Russian. We're super fucking excited. Dude, you look fucking better than you ever have in your entire life. The way you've been fucking molding your life and shaping everything. All the businesses on the outside. Your mental health, your physical health, your friendships, life, you're dialed, dude. I'm so excited for you.
I'm feeling like a Millie, baby.
I bet,
we up
dude.
in this, bitch.
Let's go, dude. It's literally Friday. When are you leaving for Vegas?
Me and JJ and I take off tomorrow morning, actually, to Vegas. So I'll be there tomorrow morning. Gonna go pick up a sick car for the gang for the week and just get comfortable and get ready to cut that weight on Sunday, weigh in Monday, beat this boy's ass on Tuesday.
And collect the check and get back home and back to the grind.
Type shit.
Dude, it's so awesome. Jobins, first off, Tommy, it's funny how, like, that video popped up 4 years ago, you picking me up at the airport for the first time. You looking like the fucking Geico caveman commercial, dude. Woo! My boy was looking different, but you know what? You pulled that look off, and I kind of miss it. It looked lit.
Mean, I'm a man of many hats. I'll shave this shit tomorrow. Show up the Dana White Contender Series, no eyebrows, waxed head. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Jonathan, I don't know if you know this, dude, but me and Tommy were gaming back in the day with Suga and Tim, and when Sean flew me out to come out here for the first time ever, Tommy was the one that picked me up.
No fucking way.
Yeah, dude. First person I saw when I touched down in Arizona. Me and Tommy, Jonathan, woo! Me and Tommy would get in some of the most heated arguments when we were gaming with each other.
I mean, when one person's smarter than the other person and usually right, I wouldn't necessarily call it an argument. More so like when like a kid's back talking their father. You gotta just fucking put him in line a couple times.
Me and Tommy, I'd be like, we just be going at it, going hard. Oh, and you know what's funny is I found my terabyte that has like a whole bunch of hours of all the boys gaming. Shit. Like if I found an editor that would want to make some shit out of it, I could literally just give it to him, and there's gold on there.
Damn, that is sick.
Right?
Because you were streaming or recording?
Yeah, I was recording.
Oh,
yeah, dude. Yeah. Just such good times back then. It's crazy how it's been 4 years.
Yeah, dude, those were different times, completely different times in my life. But, I mean, it was good times gaming with the boys for sure.
Well, bro, you full circle. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
There was even, back then, there was that little tiny chunk where you weren't fighting.
No, I mean, that's when I went on that layoff from COVID. I was still training, always in the gym, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I went through the COVID layoff and then came back 2 years after COVID and was about to fight and then tore some ligaments in my foot that put me out for another year. So I had like a 3-year layoff after my pro debut. It was kind of one of the tougher times in my career for sure, you know, because you're young, 21. I went out there and smoked some dude that was 3-0. For my pro debut, I took on a dude that was 3-0. He was a Boise State, Idaho D1 wrestler. Went out there, finished him in the first round. I was like, hey, I'm going to UFC type shit soon. And then, you know, COVID hit. No one really knew how long that was going to take. And then, yeah, like then I was on a year layoff from the foot. So 3 years, man. And I was still in the gym, though, getting better. But, yeah, I couldn't perform, obviously. So.
Yeah, that's definitely tough, right? Because you're just become a professional fighter. You're ready to get going. Then all these obstacles happen.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. But it led me to a lot of blessings in my life. You know what I mean? Like, it led me into kind of all the financial success I've had lately in the past few years of my life, and kind of just taught me how much I really love to be in the gym. So
what would you say, like, if someone dealt with the same thing, like, what would you say for them? Like, what helped guide you with all that? What exactly was it?
I'd say, you know, reading some good books, figuring out other ways in life to keep moving forward while keeping that the main goal, you know, in your head of, you know, you want to become a professional fighter. There's always going to be times along that journey, no matter what you're doing, that life tries to give you a way out, you know, a door to somewhere else. And if you really just want it bad enough, you got to kind of be patient and just go through those down moments, and eventually, you know, you'll get out of it and you'll learn a lot and grow. So
right. What I love about MMA athletes is they're some of my favorite athletes of all time. Obviously, you hear these stories in any sport or any kind of life, but fighting is the most unique career in this world. And it's up and down. It's a roller coaster. You never know what's going to happen. And it's all on you when those doors close. And everything that comes with it, when you hear these guys and you talk about their life, and it's not a money-making career. Not many people make the money. You got to really set it up to be correct. So for Sean and Tim and other people to lay out the blueprint and see people like you really take advantage and learn from it and show the other youths what to do, because those contracts, man, it's so hard. And you just want fighters to make as much money as they can, because when you're an amateur, you're paying to fight. Yeah. When you're a professional, you're making low money until you start bringing in the numbers. Like everything with this pay-per-view thing going on. They're saying that people couldn't sell over 1 million pay-per-views and pay-per-views were dead. Well, I'm like, well, wait a minute. It's not people selling the pay-per-views. We're living in a day and age where so many people are illegally streaming and watching fights. It's like you can't control that. True. So, and it's not fair to the fighters, because you put so much into it. And you got to work to fight. You got to make sure or do the correct things to make sure that you're even in the gym, because you got to be in the gym. So
there's a lot of boring fighters out there in the UFC that people ain't gonna pay pay-per-views to watch. Right. But, I mean, that is facts.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but they get weeded out, and the people that we fall in love with, that's why it's so exciting for you, man. You bring a lot of good energy. One thing I love about you is the confidence. You got to have confidence in the sport. You can have all the skills, but if you lack that confidence, that can fucking just wreck you. And your energy, you scream like how fucking confident you are.
Yeah, I mean, I'll fight anybody in the world at 145 pounds and knowing I can beat them. Yeah. I've been doing this my whole life. Things are unfolding in my life that I've been talking about since I was in 3rd grade, and when that starts to happen and you're backing it up every day in the gym, outworking everybody, yeah, you're gonna come in with extreme confidence. I just believe that this is my destiny, and that, dude, there's no way another man's gonna step into the cage and take the blessings I've earned from this sport. So that's just how it is.
I love that, bro. I was watching you this week when I was on the bike at the gym, and you're sitting there journaling before you started training, and just like what have you been kind of thinking about this week leading up to this fight on the Contender Series?
That's a good question. Honestly, I've been very at peace and calm, and just kind of truly talking about how grateful I am. This has been the best fight week of my life. My weight is super good, so I'm enjoying every moment of it. I did everything right. I'm in the best shape physically and mentally that I've ever been in. I'm in new waters. Like I'm seeing new stuff out of me that I've never seen, and just in my energy, and it's pretty cool to see, because it's all coming together at the perfect moment, and the stars are definitely aligning for me. So I just honestly been writing down how grateful I am for this opportunity to go out there and perform for my fans. I really like to perform for the people that enjoy watching this sport. That's where my love really comes from this. I like to entertain those people. That's why I'm an entertaining character. People are going to love it or hate it. I don't care, but I just know people are going to tune in and they're entertained by it. So just super grateful, man. Like I've said, I've been through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of down moments through this career. I feel like I'm very overdue to get to UFC. That's why I'm not just going to get there. I'm going to get there and I'm going to explode on the scene and go on one of the most entertaining runs to the top of the UFC that they've ever seen in a while. So just truly grateful, man, when you go through some of those down moments and then you kind of finally get back here to where I'm at. You've really learned how to just be patient and be grateful for just every second of it. I'm literally waking up every day like it's heaven. It's awesome.
You got me buzzing, dude. I can feel it, because I get like you're seeing your results play off, right? And I bet that just sends a buzzing feeling through you, doesn't it?
Yeah, that, and just kind of like the headspace I'm in, man. It's just like I truly, have grown. Whenever I'm going through those down moments, like getting hurt last year on Contender Series, like it always makes me level up and grow. And I love the person that I am, even outside the cage nowadays. And I feel like that's why life is just really blessing me and the stars are aligning in my favor. I've done everything right. And I don't even care about winning or losing. I just like to kind of challenge myself and grow and get better. And that's kind of all this sport's about. I've really, truly figured out a way how to train my brain to just enjoy the process and find love in the process of what I'm doing. It's super it's super enjoyable to me, and it's bringing me a lot of peace and calmness in life lately.
That's sick. And true, dude, like, so that 3-year layoff you had,
Mm-hmm.
it in a way taught you and prepared you for even a bigger moment. Because, dude, I'm not going to lie, I was crushed. I was like, damn, man, Tommy was so ready. You look just like now. You were so ready to go, and then you had that energy.
Are you talking about last year?
Yeah, for the Contender Series, you had that injury. But then it was so cool to see how you handled it. It didn't even deter you. You know what I mean? You knew what to do, you knew how to handle it, and you knew that the opportunity would come again, and you just stayed dialed.
Yeah,
so that was sick to see.
It was definitely a hard test for me.
I bet.
Show me how bad I truly want this sport. Like I said, like if I wanted to make millions and just to make millions, I'd just go do sales for a living. I'd already be a millionaire. Like that shit's easy money. It's more so like I'm chasing a legacy out here, and I truly love the lifestyle of being a complete martial artist. You know, it just brings out the best in me mentally and physically, and I just truly love and enjoy the process of that. And I just want to be the person and the man I am today, in and outside the cage, if it wasn't for some of those setbacks that have taught me a lot of things in life. So I'm truly grateful that it happened, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So
That's so sick.
And the fact that you turned around quick.
Yeah.
You still had that shoulder injury and you're like, fuck it. Like most people just have one fight between like, because some people were on Contender Series last year and like they haven't fought for a whole year. They just waited for the opportunity. You're not waiting around, like you want to earn that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that just goes to the way I've trained my mind to think. I have an unbeatable mindset. That's my greatest weapon. Any bad thing that happens to me in life or any setback, I'm literally just going to take that and 100x it in my favor, and that's just what I do. You can't beat me. I'm just going to keep growing and keep getting better. So that's an unbeatable mindset. I've learned to train my brain to just kind of think like that and work like that in all aspects of life. Sales, relationships, you know, fighting, everything. If you can train your brain to think like that and truly believe that, you know, that's going to help you get through some of those down moments, because it'll bring you back to the moment, and you'll just be like super aware of what's going on, and you'll just be like, hey, this is just like an opportunity to grow and get better, and it's just set me up for what's next. And so that kind of now has always brought me peace when I'm going through those hard times. I just remind myself of everything that I've been through and how I just keep coming back 100 times better. And so I'm like, cool, like give me more adversity. Like I like that shit. Like bring it on.
That's so fun. Bro, that is what separates the greats. Because, Jonathan, you made such a good point. How many people would have just waited, but not you? You went out there, and the fight game's the biggest risk. You go out there and lose that fight, what would have happened? You know what I mean?
100%. I took my fight after that injury was pretty tough. Combatis America vet. Dude had tough. He had some good knockout wins on Combati America. It was a 155er, legit 155er, so he was big. I didn't want to cut weight because, you know, that's hard on your body. I was coming off an injury, so I fought up at 155. And, yeah, I was walking in there. My shoulder was still pretty hurt and banged up, but I just wanted to get back into the win column and, you know, kind of just prove to myself that I'm different from these guys out here on the regional scene. I don't belong there at all.
You know what that actually reminds me of? When you think, because it's the butterfly effect in fighting, right? At the end of the day, you can always go, what if this would have happened? What if that would have happened? So it reminds me of when Conor lost to Nate Diaz, right? Conor thought he was going to go out and smoke Nate Diaz. What does Nate Diaz do? Shock the world. What does Conor want to do? Go back and beat him. What if he had lost that fight with Nate Diaz? So many things would not have happened. You know what I mean? But that's what separates the greats. Conor was determined to go back and beat that guy, and he couldn't move forward unless he did. Those are the kinds of like mindsets and actions, because it's all risk. You get the reward after the risk. So, yeah, dude.
100%.
That's so crazy.
And as Tommy told me, like before, he uses fights as like he gets himself a fight, and that like makes him better, like mentally and like happier. Most people would just like sit at home and like be depressed and like I don't know.
Bro.
He just wants to get in the cage, get active again, you know, and that keeps him like fresh.
Yeah, because now you look back, it's like all you did was collect another check real quick and a highlight, and got a little more experience. Even better for the Contender Series.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, my turnaround fight off my injury ended up being the biggest MMA event in Montana history. I sold that out.
Incredible.
And I don't think anybody's ever gonna beat those gate and ticket sales, and I think that's gonna be something that I can look back at and be like, that was cool that I came off that bad injury, one of the darkest times of my life, and then I was able to turn it into something positive shortly after by just selling out the biggest show in Montana, having that under my belt, having Tim and Suga in my corner as I was doing it. Like, it doesn't get any better than that.
Insane, bro. Insane. And
super blessed, especially for a kid that grew up around the fight scene in Montana since he was in 3rd grade, watching these shows at the shows that I was now selling out and setting records for. It's so cool to see, man. Everything I've spoke about since I was little, I'm making it happen, and that's my favorite thing. That's why I like the character I am. I'm just being myself and a very controversial person, but that's what kind of fuels me more than anything. I like people to doubt me. I like people to be like, that kid's not going to do what he says he's going to do. It's like, that's my favorite thing in the world, is proving all these motherfuckers wrong out there that don't know me. So, it's just, it gives me fuel. And September 2nd, I can't wait to go out there and shut the whole country of Armenia and Russia, wherever the fuck this bum's from, up. And honestly, they're all going to become fans of mine after this fight. You guys are going to realize, hey, these kids overseas aren't the only boys that know how to grapple. These kids are not even going to be able to take me down. And you guys are going to be like, damn, we got ourselves a real, true American gangster to rally behind. So, after I finish you guys' boy, September 2nd, the Mafia is going to welcome you with open arms. So, love you guys.
And the fans are in for a treat, because as a fight fan, I've been looking for... I feel like the UFC is kind of dead now. Like, no one's really talking shit. No one's really, exciting. And, yeah, you guys are in for a treat, because... I was there for his last face-off, and it was nuts. Oh, I was having so much fun, dude.
I like to tell Tommy that he's a mix between Garbrandt and Hamzat, because when Cody Garbrandt first came onto the scene, guys, he exploded. And he was beating everybody. When he danced against Dominic Cruz and he was fucking doing his thing, Hamzat coming in, fighting everybody, dominating people. It's going to be that you're exactly the same way. And what's cool is, bro, it's exciting. You got the cardio, you got the grappling, you got the hands. You're well-rounded. And not only that, I saw a post where it was like, what fighter was it? He didn't have a good enough social media, so they stopped him from having...
Corey Anderson?
Yeah, that was it. And I'm like,
saw that.
These guys today, they're ahead now. You're ahead to where you need to be because, like we were talking earlier, you know how the UFC works. So you know how you need to make your cheddar on the outside. So having that social media presence that you have as well, as long as you're who you are, just who Tommy is as a person, you're a character. You know what I mean? The way you think, the way you talk, your fucking tattoos, your image, your lifestyle. It's all coming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm making more money off my merch drops than a lot of these entry-level UFC fighters are making for their fights. So, I mean... I've been studying the game my whole life. I came here with the complete package. I got the branding. I got the fan base. And, I got the skill set to back up my mouth. So it's going to be – the fans are in for a treat. Every time the spotlight's going to be on me, love me or hate me, you're going to just be entertained. So just even if you hate me, shut the fuck up. Eat your popcorn and be happy that I'm here.
Well, I'm making a joke right now, so don't hate me. But right now, when you step on the scene, we're going to have 2 Clep Flip boys that are just scary monsters. And I know that's what people are going to be saying. They're going to put a picture of you next to Hamza.
That's what I said.
And they're going to be going, the Clep Flip boys there's a new wave here.
I saw one of the funniest comments I saw on one of the because sometimes I'll see funny comments because I love social media, the whole I like to see the people that talk shit to me, the people that back me up. It's all so entertaining to me because I'm creating all this controversy. It's it's sick for me to watch. And one of the funny comments I saw was somebody said something along the lines, we got Hamza O'Malley before we got this, compared to something I was laughing. I'm like, Hamza. Oh yeah. It was we got Hamza O'Malley before we got GTA 6. I was dying laughing. I was like, that shit's hilarious.
That's fire, bro. Yeah, I fucking struggle. I gotta stop it. You know what I mean? One thing that I'm really been telling myself, it's dude, what's in front of you? What's in life, Jonathan, right? What's in front of you is what matters. What's surrounding you what matters. Never in my life have I been in a place where haters come up to me, right? Mm-hmm. If a fan comes up to me, they're really nice, and I'm really nice back. So I just been telling myself, these online haters, it's AI fake people. They're not even real. because the people who are talking shit, like, what are you doing with your life, and why are you just wasting your life talking shit to me?
Yeah.
So that's just where I'm at, because you know I did let it affect me, and I've let it affect me, and I just gotta quit that shit.
Yeah.
How did you, was it always just so easy for you, or did you ever have to overcome it with anything?
Yeah, dude. I mean, see, the thing about me, I've had the way I talk and this confidence since I was in 3rd grade. I was talking like I was a UFC champion. So I've had to learn to just not care what other people think, because when you have that level of confidence, and it's a little delusional at sometimes when I was younger, people are going to look at you, my friends, everybody used to kind of laugh when I said I was going to go be a UFC champion, UFC fighter, you know, and all those same people believe in me. And I've never cared what people think. I've just always been in my own world, and you know, I just truly love what I do for a living. And honestly, something that's made it way easy nowadays too is like, you know, as a kid that you know, doesn't come from a lot of money, drove out here in a shitty car with no AC for like 5 years, you know, went through a lot of ups and downs. Nowadays, when I'm driving my nice brand new Tesla, I'm staying in my nice condo that's tricked out, and hanging out with my $3,000 golden doodle dog, and just relaxing, and then just getting to train every day. And I got this money coming in from all these different avenues that I've created. I sit there and it's like, you couldn't piss me off at all. It's like I'm living my best life, literally living out my childhood dreams. It's so much more than just about winning and losing the cage and getting to UFC. Just the fact that I have financial freedom, and not only financial freedom, like the freedom to be able to buy whatever I want to eat, wear whatever I want, like do whatever I want, and just also do what I love for a living every day. That's true freedom, and I have that. And it's just like, so I'm sitting at my house just high as fuck sometimes looking at these people saying shit. I'm just sitting there laughing like the Joker, bro. I'm just like, I mean, I love it or hate it, you can't take it from me, because I'm just going to keep working and keep winning. So it's just like, no matter what they say, I'm still winning. So, I mean, I love my haters. I really do. I might like them more than I like my fans. Like, I love them motherfuckers.
That's fire, dude. Well, like, you found, you know, you're in your path.
Yeah.
Right? It feels good that you know that you're in your path.
Yeah, and you know, that's another thing, too, is like, people just see this part of my life right now where I'm in my path, everything's working out fine, but it hasn't always been like this at times. You know, there's a lot of times where I was off path a little bit, and I wasn't doing things all the right way, and my life wasn't as amazing and as cool as it is now, and I was depressed, and it's just, I'm living walking proof that, like, all you got to do is just keep trying and just keep trying to grow, keep getting better, just never let that fire and desire, you know, to chase your freedom in life die, because if a kid like me can figure it out, like, anybody can figure it out, bro. There's nothing special about me. I just never stopped trying and just always had faith. So faith has been a big word to me over the last, like, few years of my life. I feel like you have to have faith. You know, you got to have faith that the universe is working in your favor at all times. Like,
you posted that the other day, and I love that one.
Yeah,
it's like you got to believe that, man.
Yeah, because if you're sitting here, you know, and you don't think the universe is working in your favor, and you think it's always working against you, you know, you believe you're living in like a ugly, bad world, and like you can't believe that, because then that's gonna become your reality, you know. So like, even in those dark times, you just gotta focus and be grateful for the good. That's why I love journaling. You know, there's gonna be dark days, and on those dark days, maybe that day I just journal. I'm just thankful I woke up today. I'm thankful I had a bed to sleep in last night. I'm thankful like I got 2 eyes to see out of. Like, there's gonna be days like that where, you know, that's all you're thankful for, but there's always something to be grateful and thankful for, and doing those types of things is going to keep your mental on the right path, and then eventually you'll just kind of see yourself block by block leveling up, and then, you know, one day you'll be like, damn, I'm truly kind of finding happiness and being at peace in life. Because, like, there's a point in time I never thought I was going to be at peace in life and, like, happy, and just, like, I'm still working on it every day, but it definitely gets easier, so it's cool to see.
Can literally use that with any aspect in life.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Crazy.
It has nothing to do with just fighting. It's like, that's any aspect. Everybody's their own performer in life. You know, every day you're trying to perform to you know, get the things you want in life, become the person you are. Like, we're all performers, and you just have to use that mentality in your own aspect of life, and you can't fail if you do that. You just can't. Life's a beautiful thing. It wants you to win. Just the loud noises out there are going to make it seem like they don't, you know what I mean? You just got to focus on the good, man. You got to train your brain.
Amen.
Your brain's your best and biggest weapon. You got to learn how to control your thoughts. use them to your advantage, and just be super, super aware of your thoughts. You know what I mean? Awareness. That's like a big thing too. So,
Bro, this past week I got smacked with some real shit that made me think about all that, right?
what was it?
Oh yeah, because you know what my problem is, and maybe a lot of people deal with, is that what life can do is make you worry so much about the future, right? But this past week, I got smacked in the face where it's like, the future's not promised. Don't worry about the future. Focus on now, on being content with today and working on today, because I'll get caught up on the future freaking me out so much, right? Mm-hmm. This past week, a girl that I went to high school with and I was good friends with, Ricky Ham, she passed away in a car accident, right? And 30 years old, 3-year-old daughter.
Fuck.
Just like, me and her grew up together and we talked a lot, and she was someone who dealt with depression and stuff. When she had her daughter, I was so excited for her because she just looked so happy and content. And her daughter was even in the car and luckily survived with minor injuries. But a dude was speeding on a wet road and hit her and killed her. And it's just like, life can take you at any moment. You never know when. This was such a beautiful soul person. And it was just like one of the most gut-wrenching, you know, when that happens, when you know people that die like that, and they're just such good people, and you're like, why, God? You know what I mean? And I see a post that she posted on Facebook a couple weeks before she passed, where it's just like, have faith that it's all going to work out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, I know it's God's plan at the end of the day. Every death is a lesson, you know, and everybody's time is on God's hand. So I always get reminded with those kinds of things. But boy, dude, did it hit me with reality that, Ricky, quit fucking thinking about worrying about things that aren't even real and you shouldn't be worrying about, because it might not even ever happen.
Yeah, I feel like death's one of those things that you can't really tell or teach to anybody how to handle or you know, work through or grieve with, because it's just such a hard thing. But I feel like we all share those similar experiences. Like, one thing that I've kind of had to deal with lately is my grandpa. I'm named after him. His name's Thomas McMillan. So I'm like his namesake. He's always said his whole life. And, you know, he's been a pretty healthy guy his whole life. Was super healthy last year. And he's been in my corner before. So before I moved out to Arizona, it was always my dad and my grandpa in my corner. And so he's been a big part of my MMA career, and just has really appreciate me just trying to lift our, like, McMillan name to the highest level and just do big things in life, you know, because that's where a lot of my passion comes from, is just doing this for my family too. And one thing that was pretty tough was he was supposed to be able to come to my fight, because I get like 4 or 5 tickets to give to family members. And earlier this year he got diagnosed with really bad cancer that, like, just took a toll for the worse, and it started attacking his bones. And so now he's not even able to make it to the fight, and he's on some heavy morphine right now. And so they don't even know if he's gonna, like, he could pretty much pass away any minute now. He he's not coherent, so he's no longer gonna be able to make it to my fight. And that's something that I've had to deal with. And I think something that has helped me deal with those kind of things is you know, you just have to believe. I don't know what everybody else believes, but I believe we're so much bigger than just this world and this universe that we live in. I think wherever we go next is a beautiful, peaceful place, and that kind of has always just, like, helped me just be at peace with those kind of things. And like you said, it's God's plan, whatever you want to call it, God, the creator of the universe. You know, it's that plan, and you just got to kind of just know. I just believe with faith that wherever they go next is better than here. So I'm almost just, like, happy for them. You know, they did their journey, and now they're on to the next. Yeah. So that was something I've had to deal with. You know,
good head on your shoulders, bro. You have really good head on your shoulders. Yeah,
because that was very tough. Because I mean, he would have been able to come to the fight last year super healthy, but now it's like he can't really even function or talk to him. I've tried, you know, I've FaceTimed a little bit this past couple of weeks, but he's all morphined out because the pain of the cancer taking over his bones is so bad. So, you know, it's something everybody deals with. So,
well, big love and prayers to your grandpa, brother. We all love him. And prayers, I truly believe, is just such a strong thing. Like, prayers are heavy and they work.
Yeah, it's been a very motivating factor for me though for this fight camp anyway.
Fuck
I'm gonna go out there and make him proud. So
Fuck
it's
yeah,
honestly just adding more fuel to the fire.
Fuck yeah. Damn. Yeah, sorry we got a little sad there for a little bit. We're gonna bring good back energy. You know what I mean? Jonathan, you've been quiet over there, buddy. And oh boy, guys, little Jonathan's got a mouth. I gotta learn so much about you, buddy.
Yes,
There's
sir.
so much we got to learn about you. He's Tommy's little protege. These two are running around causing havoc in the streets. How's it been?
Very good, man. So yeah, I came. So
Where are you from, buddy?
so so I was born in London because my parents went to university there,
Uh-huh.
and they had me there. But they're actually both from Israel. They both served in the army, in the Israeli army.
Oh, wow.
So I was in London for 2 years when I was like a baby, and then they decided to go back to Israel
Uh-huh.
to like start the family and stuff. And also their parents are there. So we went back there, and obviously my first memories are from Israel. So I feel like I like grew up there from the age of 2 to the age of 11.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I
You
was in
definitely
Israel.
grew up there,
yeah,
right?
so I was like speaking fluently Hebrew and stuff.
Really?
Going to school there. Had no English.
Uh-huh.
And I was like getting kind of like in trouble back in the day. Like even when I was like 10, 11, like starting to get in trouble, starting to like steal like the wheel caps on like cars. You know what I'm saying?
Like on
shit,
tires?
Yeah, like shit like that. Like
Just randomly go steal some tire.
and like sell it
For
and like
air-
trade it. Like just early signs of like
This kid's going to be a fucking problem.
yeah, like going down the wrong path,
Uh-huh.
getting like some trouble with like police.
Like what?
I've got a memory of fucking going into like an ice cream shop and like asking them for a discount with my friends because I didn't have enough money, and they were like no. So I just went outside, burned some napkins, threw it in the trash can,
my
and like
God.
the whole trash can outside just fucking started burning. And me and my friends were like 10, and we just started running, bro. And we went back there like 2 hours later, and there was like 5 police cars like fucking looking for people.
You went back to the scene of the crime. Just
Yeah.
like any other person. Holy shit.
My boy's a real ass.
He had to go steal it, bro.
Some Dexter shit,
Dude,
bro.
Oh my God, he's
Bro.
gonna burn down a place.
Oh.
What made you want to like? Was burning things down something you were always doing? Destruction. That's just like what made you grow up like that? Was it because of the surroundings you were in, or your
surroundings, like kind of bored and like
bored?
yeah, I guess just
That
young.
was a real wild one. ain't
Yeah,
it?
we got to keep this fire
Bro,
contained. with this guy.
I think I got suspended every single year, and like so grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5. And then my parents were like, fuck it. And that's when they were like, okay, we're going to send you to a boarding school in the UK.
So were your parents? I take it maybe mom and dad were never really around growing up. or
No, they were.
they were. What were they thinking while you're doing all this? Or did you grow up rich, poor?
Yeah, like a middle class family. We had like money, like never like had problems, like always had food on the table. My parents had
And then they had you.
yes, sir. The oldest child and the crazy one.
How many brothers or sisters do you have?
I got 2 little brothers. So one is 16, one is 14, and then
Oh.
a little sister. She's 11.
You still in good talks with all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. They think it's probably really cool that you came here?
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful thing about MMA, bro. That's what I love about MMA the most.
Right.
Just being able to like give kids like that and me, like kids like me and Jonathan, a good path.
Yeah.
Right? MMA is freaking amazing for that.
Yep.
When I found MMA, I was like, what? I remember I saw it. So I always thought that like UFC is kind of fake, I guess, like WWE. Like I never, until I was like 12, like I didn't, like if I would see UFC, I would think like, no way, like they let guys fight in a cage and like just hit each other. Cause I always love fighting, and like people were telling me like, no, it's bad. And like obviously school would be like, you shouldn't fight and stuff.
Mhm.
And then I remember I saw like a clip of McGregor knocking out Aldo. And when I realized that was, bro, I thought that was just a highlight. And then when I realized that was the whole fight, just 13 seconds, I was like, yo, like, you can knock people out and, like,
That's crazy.
this shit. And I was like, wait, you can make money from this and you don't go to jail? I was like, sign me up, bro.
The way you
And
said that was
I
good.
remember I was.
You'll go to jail.
That's funny how it's crazy to hear how everybody, all these different, like we've all gotten to MMA in just different ways.
Yeah.
Like he just saw
Oh.
a clip and that's crazy.
It's
And it's
crazy.
Connor and Aljo. You made me feel old, fucker.
Yeah.
Made me feel old.
That's always been an interesting thing to me. Is like I was just growing up around MMA. I was put like into it, bred around it, trained to do this, born to do this. It's always been interesting to me to see these people that just see it and then just kind of randomly like choose to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like I never even had a choice. So that's crazy. He just saw a clip and he's like, hey, I'm gonna do this.
It's like Chris Kyle when he saw 9/11 go down. That
Yeah.
motherfucker snapped and then became one of the greatest snipers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff like that. They just see it, and it's like, oh my god, I want to do that. And it's true because it's so many fighters and so many people are lost until they figure out what their path is. So it's cool that fighting. It's so insane to me that Connor. It not really because of how big of an influence he is and how young you are, buddy, but the fact that you thought it was fake and then Connor's knockout
I know.
is what made it go. Oh, it's real.
I was like, yo.
You know
Like,
what I
this
mean?
guy's actually on the floor and he's hitting him.
Uh-huh.
I was like, damn.
Cause yeah, I wasn't training. I was never a fighter.
Yeah.
Tommy, but fighting always follow me, just because I was the big kid and people like to bully me and fight me. You know what I mean? So I was always having to defend myself with my mouth, because I didn't like to fight. UFC scared the fuck out of me.
Really?
Because my dad liked wrestling, and so all those guys scared me. Since I was big my whole life, like those people were always like, oh, he's going to be a football player, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I got to get big and jacked. Then I'm seeing these big jack guys just beat the living hell out of you. It's the Chuck Liddell days.
Yeah.
That probably feels like grandparents to Jonathan.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorites. was
Oh,
Chuck
I know.
Liddell.
Bro, I remember going over to my buddy's house. His dad would be having the UFC on fights with his buddies, and we'd be playing video games. We'd come out and peep, and I'd be like, oh, my God. But then it was Anderson Silva, who I was like, whoa. There's beauty to this.
Yeah.
This isn't just a violent, grown man, steroided people beat the living shit out of each other. There's an art to MMA.
Mine was kind of the one that did that for me is John Bones Jones. That motherfucker's an artist, and that's somebody that I've looked up to my whole life and have taken a lot of inspiration from.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way that he's the most dominant fighter to ever do this sport, and that's an art, the way he does that and performs and just takes out these people in a very dominant fashion. That's the sickest thing ever.
Right? The Serial Gone one was like, man, he just went out there and
That's what
just
I'm
made
saying.
that look so easy.
That's pure art, bro.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole world's entertained about this big fight. Like the two craziest people, it's supposed to be a war.
Mm-hmm.
But he just painted it into the most beautiful masterpiece in his own way, where he was the artist and everything else was just his canvas. Like he was painting that night, and it's so sick to see somebody do that in the sport. It just sets levels to this, and John Bones Jones is a motherfucking goat, bro. I'll scrap somebody right now if they say anything different.
You're just when he first came on, right, and he got the Ryan Bader fight. I was a big Ryan Bader fan, and my boy Josh was like, "No, dude, John Jones is gonna be the youngest champion in the world." And I'm like, "No, Ryan Bader," and then he went out to start him. I was like, "No." And then that's when I started watching John Jones, dude. When he choked out Lyoto Machida, I remember being at Buffalo Wild Wings because I was a big Lyoto.
Swamped him.
Yeah, dude, I was a big Lyoto fan too. I love that guy. And when he dropped dead, I remember everyone standing up and beat up. Was like, "Oh my God, what the hell?" Great time.
That's crazy that you guys were watching it back then.
Bro, I've been watching since 2007, dog.
I try to do the bones.
Bro, I was born in 2007.
Oh,
what?
God, don't make me feel old like that. Time.
I'm hanging out with a little kid here.
I know, but it's cool, dude. You're in the right place, Jonathan, at your age. Holy fuck, if I wish I was surrounded by all these guys back when I was younger in dark places.
No, Jono's the real deal, though. There's a reason why, this kid's pretty close to me, and I'm hanging out with him a lot. I recognize real. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of kids in this sport come in here and saying they're about this game, and you can tell when someone fights the way if they're really about this, and getting to be in his corner in his last fight and being there cage side and seeing this kid drop this tough wrestler that's 25 years old. He's a full-grown man. Hardest kind of test for Jonathan, a tough wrestler that can eat shots, and seeing Jono, little 18-year-old Jono in there, dropping this kid over and over again, flipping him off, telling him to get up. It was so. The guy, the ref or like the guys outside the cage had to keep coming up to me and telling me to like get down and like not put my hands on the cage because I'm freaking up against the cage, bro. Just like so hyped, like smiling and laughing and saying yes, Jono. Like it was so sick to watch. I'm like, bro, this kid's an artist at this shit, and it was dope to see. This kid's a real deal, boys. Little Jono, he's gonna be he's gonna be one of the greatest to come out of Redhawk Academy. I'm calling it now. Like everybody's got their picks, and I'm like, this kid's my pick for sure.
How's that feel, Jonathan? How's that feel to hear that, bro?
I entered flow state in that fight. Like, I remember I was so focused, bro, and I was landing shots, and it was just, I was throwing it, and I was literally hearing Suga and Tommy, like, laughing, bro. I felt like I was, like, entertaining them. Like, I felt like I was literally putting on a show. Like, it was fun. And, like, Suga doesn't really get hyped. So does Tommy, like, in fights. And, like...
Ever.
It makes me feel happy, like, giving them, like, some entertainment.
Bro, we were all watching it. Me and Warlike and Brock and Brendan were watching it at Tim's.
Yeah.
We were all excited, bro.
I'm also not, like, no yes man, though. You know, I'm always pretty tough on this kid, though, too, as a good leader and a good friend and just checking him and always pushing him to be better, telling him he's not doing enough, not recovering and sleep. Because one of the hardest things that some of these younger kids have in the sport is just a lot of like not focusing on the things that you need to be focused on at like a young age, like recovering, showing up every day when you don't have a fight schedule. A lot of these kids will, and these amateurs, they only get serious before a fight and kind of lock in. It's like, man, there's kids out here that are doing this every day that don't come from money, that are super hungry, and they're fighting every day because that's what drives them. And you get a kid like this with natural talent, and it's like the only thing he has to do is stay in the gym every day and just keep trying to grow as a martial artist outside of the cage, because that's what's going to make him one of the best to ever do it in the cage, 100%. So I'm always kind of trying to be hard on him and just get him to do the right things, because I believe in him that much, and I don't want to lie to the kid and tell him, hey, like, you just keep doing what you're doing, like, you're going to be the best. It's like, no, you got to keep leveling up. You got to keep adding this to your game. You got to keep finding ways to grow, you know, never stagnant in this career. So,
well, that's why Jonathan, I'm excited for you, man, because it's like, yeah, you lost your fight for a title. You're 18 years old, buddy. You just went 5 rounds and gained so much experience at that age, which is insane. And like Tommy was saying, you were there to the end. You were ready to keep going. You wanted to keep fighting. You were flipping him off after. Shit was going off after the fight. You just keep learning, you keep grinding, brother. And like Tommy says, the future's bright.
And I feel like since after the fight, I'm just like learning to even more like enjoy the journey. Like I was thinking like, wait, these days might even be better than like the days where I'm champ.
Yeah.
You know, just like grinding now, coming up, seeing Tommy like do his thing, like it's sick. And just like,
what's it been like training at Redhawk Academy for you? Because, you know, we got a really big group of guys that are just awesome. Everyone seems like family. You've been working good with them?
Oh, bro, I love it. Like, I like that there's, like, people that even work harder than me. And, you know, like, there's always, like, in my old gym in London, like, I was the hardest worker and there was no one else, like, taking it really serious. But here, I'm like, oh, shit, like, everyone take it seriously. You know, and just hanging around like Suga and Tim is like so sick. Just like being with them,
motivating, right?
Yeah, very motivating.
There's so many good dudes at the gym too. Someone I want to give a shout out to that we got to talk about. I've been wanting him on the pod forever. JJ.
Yes,
JJ.
sir.
I love JJ so much.
Jack?
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
I'm
Legend.
sure everybody's seen JJ on all my my socials and stories over the last like couple of years. I was definitely the first person that started to like work with JJ full time, and he became my mitt coach. From now to just my overall coach, it's him, Tim, and Suge. JJ runs all my strength conditioning circuits that Tim sets up for me at the gym. He's the one that pushes me through those. He's the one that game plans with me. Tim will give us goals and tell us to work on this. And JJ's so serious and dialed about his career that you can just tell that kid truly cares, and it's shown in our performances. We've been now working to, I mean, well, so there's videos and pictures of JJ and I hitting mitts at the lab when I first moved out here when we were both 18 years old back in 2017. And
That's so sick.
No
yeah,
way.
young Tommy, young JJ, and we looked like dumb holding mitts back in the day. I remember some of the coaches at the lab would get annoyed that I was working with this kid because he's just like some random 18-year-old kid. But, you know, he's been training with Tim longer than anybody and learned Tim's coaching style. And you can just really tell that kid's going to be a really good coach one day. He's already a really good coach, but like pretty soon, like you're going to see him coaching a lot of UFC fighters. He already holds pads for a lot of the pros. And, yeah, I mean, JJ's the kid that we're flying out tomorrow together. He'll be with me the whole fight trip, helping me through my weight cut. Suga and Tim get there Sunday, and yeah, I trust JJ with my full career. I've actually went to professional fights, headline shows up in Montana where Tim couldn't make it for like my 5th pro fight, and just brought JJ, and JJ cornered me, and we went out there and dusted some dudes. Like,
that is so cool.
Yeah, JJ's the man, bro.
And it's so fun that like he's our friend too, like a good friend. So like we can kind of tell him what we want to work on, not feel bad. Like
He's a brother.
he would adjust to the training style that we like, and just he's sick.
I'd really say JJ's and I's relationship is close, like about as close as you can get to Suga and Tim's from coaching to MMA fighters.
You should make a really sick video of you guys doing that a long time ago, and then a new recent one.
Yeah.
That would be so
we
sick.
do. We can. We got some cool old videos of us doing
Oh, yeah. That would be absolutely fine. JJ, guys, I'm getting him on here one day, the little shy bastard, because he is – I'm going to gas him. I'm going to gas him up. He's one of the most selfless people, human beings you will ever meet. When I met JJ, I instantly connected with him. Well, you can't help but love the guy. He's there for everybody. And like you said, he's there every day at the gym. He lives, eats, and breathes it.
Yeah.
He genuinely just wants everybody to get better. You can see that the brotherhood that everybody's formed at the gym. And it's like without JJ. You know what I mean?
He's like the foundation, the rock.
And he's just built on it. His dad's awesome. His family's awesome. He's been through a lot of sad and up downs and everything. But just seeing him thrive, teaching everyone. I can't wait to see him fight again. I'm sure he's going to get another one soon. It was awesome watching him do his thing. I want some praying mantis shirts really bad. You know, he needs that. But again, one of the nicest dudes you'll ever fucking meet. And he's shy. You know, he gets mad at me. But it's the funniest shit. We have some good times because I got to take videos for Tim. And he'll get in. He just gets so camera shy. And then I just go, "What did you eat today?" And it's like our back and forth. You know what I mean? It's fun.
And just the fact that you trusted him at 18 is like, bro,
dude.
Not many people would. Like I personally, like I would like to see someone do it with someone else before I go with them. You know, most people are like that, but you were like, nah, like I'm trusting him. And look, now we like.
Yeah, I feel like I've been very blessed that the way life has put people in my life that have just naturally unfolded into beautiful things. I feel like that's where the magic really happens, is in those kind of relationships and those things that, you know, wasn't forced. You weren't going to somebody just to get better, like, hey, I'm just going to pay you some money so you can be my coach type of deal. It just naturally came from two friends that really enjoyed the process of just being in the gym together, hanging out, learning together, growing together, and you can see it paying off in our mitt sessions now. You know, you can it's just we're as high level as it gets together nowadays, and that's why he's my main mitt holder for these high level fights that I'm doing.
And same for me now, so thank you, bro.
That's
because he's my main pad holder too.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I started working
sick.
with JJ, and then it kind of snowballed. You can just see everyone was like, oh damn, like this kid's legit. Like we got people that come from other gyms that are professionals that only come to our gym to hit mitts with JJ. They don't work on our team. They come to the gym to get pads with JJ. That's
sick.
That's a huge thing in itself. Like that speaks levels about somebody.
Man, we need to get some mantis paddles then, shouldn't we? Wouldn't that be kind of sick? It just hit
would.
Maybe I got to get him something like that, a little gift after this dub that we go out there and do September 2nd.
Yeah, because I can't wait for JJ to get his own piece too, because he works so hard, and being a coach is like you're just focusing on others, you know?
Oh, I know. And I think about being a coach for other people too. Everyone's got their own different things.
Yeah.
It's a lot to add up. Think about Tim with that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna use my platform and my success to take care of that kid as much as I can, 100%.
It's funny if you go back on his Instagram, you go look at his photos from when him and Tim were younger, and it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's
dude.
crazy.
Time flies. So with you being, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we're literally 4 days. What's the most exciting, besides the fight, obviously, I just like to know, because I'm a big fan. You're a big fan of the sport at the end of the day. This is all finally coming to fruition. What's the most exciting thing you're excited to do for the fight week when you're there in Vegas?
I don't even know if excited is
Beat
the right
the fucker up.
Is
right?
excited the right word to put it. It's just grateful. I'm just super grateful for every moment that I'm waking up. I'm waking up healthy, not sick, knowing I get to go out there and do this at the level I've been trying to do it since I was like 3 years old, third grade. You know, started wrestling when I was 3 years old, and got this vision of wanting to be in the UFC since third grade. So like, it's definitely like a little bit of excitement, but more so just like a super calm feeling of like it's here, the stars are aligning, and just like I'm super excited to go out there and show the world that everything I've been saying about myself and everything my supporters and fans believe in about me and say about me. My fans go to war for me, bro. They really believe in me. They believe that I'm one of the best to ever do this and gonna be one of the best to ever do it. And I'm excited to go out there and prove everything they're saying about me and everything they believe about me is true. I'm not cut like these other guys. You know, this kid that I'm about to fight, he's tough, he's talented, but he's not where I'm at in my career right now. He doesn't have the confidence I do. He doesn't believe in himself as much as I do. I saw some interviews about him talking about, oh, if I get the shot of being in UFC, like, I'm going to go off and do it. He said if he gets a shot. Like, I've been saying, like, it's my time. It's my shot. Like, and I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to prove just that everybody that believes in me, like, they believe in me for a reason. And that's what I'm most excited about, is just to give the people what they want to see. They want to see me go out there,
Fuck yeah,
fight an undefeated kid from overseas. All these overseas kids are so gassed up. There's no American champions right now, and I'm the one to do it. I'm the one. So I'm just super excited to do what I do best and rise to the occasion. That's what I do best. When the pressure's the highest and the stakes are the highest, that's when I become my best. And I'm super excited to be able to finally show the world that.
Let's go. When you touch down in Vegas, dude, knowing you're getting for the Contender Series, it's the energy. The energy's
Yeah, the UFC's already reached out. They want to, I mean, I know they don't do it for every Contender Series person. They want to follow me around all fight week with cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
They want to come to my after party. And
Shit.
Let's go, dude.
And they just really want to document it because, you know, after I was there for my Contender Series and they interviewed me and I got to meet all the people. I love everybody there at the UFC. They're amazing people. And they know that I'm going to be special in this sport and I'm going to do big things.
That's so sick. So after you sign the contract and you send it back, do you get to keep a copy? I've always wanted to know that. Do you get to keep a copy? Obviously you do, right? Like, you can print off your own copy.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of paperwork, bro. Someone can just sign that shit for me. Just tell me where to be and when to be, and I'm going to dust them motherfuckers. Like, I don't care.
See,
like,
I'm such a nerd, bro, because, you know, Dana and Donald Trump finally confirmed that the White House is official. And I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, man, if I'm Dana White, I would frame that fucking contract somewhere in my mansion.
Bro, I remember when Tommy got the call to fight Cody Law. It wasn't even... He was just like, fuck it, I got to fight. Like, contract's already signed. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It makes sense. That's
and they kept changing his opponent.
Yeah.
I wasn't even believing
out.
him. He kept saying, like, different names. And I was like, oh. There was Robbie Ring, and then he pulled out. And then he was like, oh, I'm fighting some Russian. So
at that point, you're just like, all right, you know I'm there.
Yeah,
fucking whoever
I'm
shows
there.
up.
Like, just get someone.
Yeah, they announced this fight on one of the UFC broadcasts at one of the UFC fights like 5-6 weeks ago. Because I just had my second opponent fall out. They announced it before they even told me about the contract and the person I was fighting, because they know Gunz is just going to show up September 2nd and dust whoever they put in front of me, and that's just how it is.
That's sick. I love that for you, bro. I love that it's a good opponent. It's a good skill to have after you get the dub, no one can doubt. And it's going to be electrifying.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference between me and a lot of these guys. You know, I think everybody wants the easiest fights, they're probably like, oh, why did I got the undefeated kid or something like that. But like I said, I'm the people's champ for a reason.
Let's go.
Love or hate me, I give the people what they want to see. They want to see the American kid go out there and fight an undefeated kid from overseas, and I'm the one, baby. So
I love it, brother. I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm glad everything's looking good.
Yeah, I mean, just best shape of my life, mentally and physically. Tim is the GOAT, man. Tim and everybody at Redhawk, but especially Tim, bro. Just the shape that he's got me in, and you know he's done this at a high level. He knows how to prepare guys for these fights, and I've just listened to him and stuck to the program, and I'm literally in the best shape of my life. I could fight this kid for all night. I could fight this kid all night.
Yeah.
Throw missiles at his chin all night, bro. So I hope he's eating his fucking Wheaties, bro, because he's gonna need them.
That's fire, dude. Well, what the fuck's up with all these bears you're buying?
Oh, bear bricks?
Bear bricks? I see those everywhere with people. I don't know what they are.
They're just a cool. Like I'm an internet kid. You know, I grew up watching the FaZe Clan kids, and just like I've really made my little condo that I have close to the gym, because I was living in Scottsdale for the longest time, doing a lot of the sales stuff and networking out there to make a lot of money to stay in the gym. You know, I cleared over six figures the past couple of years in sales alone. Had nothing to do with my fight money, and made a lot of good money, and has been able to invest that and then take that and moved up closer to the gym to just really focus on fighting. And you know, I'm able to buy things and cool collectibles that I like, that just kind of, I'm sitting in my crib, I look over, I got my, you know, I've got 6 or 7 of my like $1,000-$2,000 bear bricks sitting
crazy.
there, and I'm just, you know, it's just kind of the lifestyle I've always wanted to live. You know, I've seen when you see that as a little kid, you grow up, you want to, that's the kind of things you are interested in, and they're just these cool collectibles that just make your crib look sick. They're bear bricks. They're like 2 feet tall, and they I forget what artist does them, but then they make them. They'll base them off of different stuff. So I got one bear brick that's like a Breaking Bad bear brick.
That's sick.
It's the pink teddy bear that's floating in the pool with like the burnt ear that fell out of like the
Yeah.
airplane. I have that one. I got one that's a Minion, because Minion's one of my favorite cartoons. I got a Pink Panther one. Because Pink Panther is one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. Like, I think he's just so mysterious and cool and just like chill vibe. You know the Pink Panther?
Oh yeah.
And then
the one that they made with
Superman.
I got the
Martin.
I got a Batman one, because Batman, dude, I used to want to be Okay, so I wanted to be Batman when I was little, and a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So the next one I'm gonna get is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. But I got the Batman one, and that's sick as fuck. I used to run around in a little Batman suit when I was like 2 years old and just say no, Batman. Like, I just thought Batman's sick. And
same, bro. I was big Batman.
Low key, I feel like I'm living a life like Batman, bro. I feel like I live in the Gunz cave. I got the Gunz mobile. That's just a blacked out Tezzy. I just cruise that to the gym to go do my stuff. Go back to the Gunz cave and just regroup for the next session. So Batman's been a big inspiration to just the way I live my life and just my career.
Well, I saw you getting the bear bricks, and I've seen him with like the big time influencers and everything, and I was just like, what are these bear bricks? Because I like to collect stuff too, so I get it. You know what I mean? They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're OG. They've been around for a minute. I've been seeing them since I was a little kid. I always wanted them. And
I'm late to the bear brick party.
Oh,
now.
I love them. I used to buy like those $10 ones.
Oh, there's little ones too?
Yeah.
So they got like little ones and then the big ones. So you can get the little ones for like $50, $100, and then you can get the big 2 feet one for like, I think the range anywhere for like 500 to, some of them go up to 10,000, 15,000. It just depends on like how rare that one is. It's just like shoes or anything else. You know how rare the shoe is. Like the price goes up. Same with those.
That's cool. Oh yeah, well, you know me, I'm a big collector, so I get it. So you want to get the Ninja Turtle one? You know, one day you keep collecting them, we're gonna need a Gunz one.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that happen.
Wouldn't that be sick? That's always
For
the kind
sure.
of stuff. Like, I wish Sean was kind of more He's not into collecting anything or anything like that. But I'm like, man, dude, if you were just into something, you like pop figures. I know apparently pop figures are dying.
Ooh,
but
that would be sick.
Yeah, but I'm like, why does UFC not have pop figures for all the fighters? I just don't get it. You could have so many different ones with Sean alone because of his hair.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle one's one I definitely need. Because fun fact about me, I don't know what you guys used to be told when you were little, but I was told when you made a wish on your birthday, if you didn't tell anybody, that it'd come true, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if people, you ever heard that?
Yeah, when you blow out the candles. Yeah.
And I think for the longest time, I don't know how old I was till I finally realized, like, yo, I don't think this shit's all that real. I used to wish, literally with all my heart, that I would grow up to become a ninja. I thought I could turn into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And honestly, the funny thing is, low-key, I think I'm as close as you could get to a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. They're little goofball ninjas that smoke a lot of weed and eat a lot of pizza, which I do both of.
Well, who are you? Which one?
And
come on.
If I had to, honestly, because I watched them, I think I'm a little bit of a mixture.
I feel like I'm Dom. I'm Donatello.
I feel like I'm a little bit mixture of both of them. You know, you got the Raphael, the guy that's just down for the action, right? But then you also got Michelangelo. That's a goofball, and I'm definitely a goofball. I got both of that. Maybe not so much of the Donatello because he's kind of like the smart scientist. I stay away from numbers. That shit scares me.
I feel like I'm a little smart guy.
But then also Leonardo was like the leader amongst them.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like I'm a mixture of like would more so say Leo, Michelangelo, and Raphael.
I'm the rat. I'm the master.
Master Splitter.
Dude, what's crazy is like the Ninja Turtle collection is still so hot. It's like one of the hottest toys still to this day. And there's so many. If you go to Target or Walmart, you'll see so many different Ninja Turtle toys. And there's people after them.
Really?
There's stuff I'll see people after on Target and they're hunting for them that like our Target will have.
Shit. One of my favorite games. Did you ever have you probably had one, a little PSP. They were the portable.
I still got mine in my room.
That flipped off.
Oh, I didn't have
favorite. They'd flip over the Game Boys.
Oh, the Game Boys.
I had
a Game
that's
Boy.
what they were.
Game Boy Color.
The Game Boys that would flip open. What were those Game Boy SPs?
Maybe DS or some shit like that.
No, the DSs were the ones you hold. I think they're
Game Boy
SP. They're just the ones that like flip open. And I used to, because I'd go to wrestling tournaments and I had my little Game Boy with me. That's like all I had, and I would play they had this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game that was just so sick, and I beat that and played that game so many times.
That's fire.
But I've always been a big, that's where like you said, circle back to the bear break thing. All that has come from me just being a internet kid, loved video games, grew up playing as many video games as I could. Yeah, I have some fun plans. That's kind of why I've done the branding I have with the Gunz world, the little Gunz character. Everyone knows Gunz. Got him tatted on my chest, and I have plans of I want somebody at some of my bigger fights in UFC to dress up as the Gunz mascot and be able to go out there, take pictures with kids.
That'd be sick.
People, everyone knows I say Gunz World. I have a lot of big plans with that. I want to make my own universe in the new GTA and call it Gunz World.
Bro,
and
one of your fights, you're in Vegas, you know how you're getting your cars? And you're just driving around with your mascot Gunz in the passenger seat?
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
I was saying, because you know how Suga got on the cage in Contenders and he was like, welcome to the Suga show.
Oh, yeah.
Just fucking Dana, welcome to Gunz World.
Yeah, and then you point at him, you point at the hall, and then Gunz comes running out in his mascot suit. He's just punching people in the crowd.
Bro, Dana doesn't even know what's coming in 4
dude.
days. He's going to be so fucking flabbergasted
I love the mascot
when he sees
idea.
you.
I've always been a mascot guy.
Yeah,
like I would, dude.
sick.
I'll dress up in a mascot thing. I don't give a
Have
fuck.
Schmidt
I feel like
fucking
that's one big difference between me and a lot of these other fighters is like I just feel like I'm truly am the complete package. I know the UFC's praying I win.
And
they
you would
see it in
actually-
me, they see the branding, and it's all just been me being myself, and just I think it's just me how much I truly love what I do. That's where my happiness comes from in this, just creating all this stuff and having this whole thing circled around my brand and everything. I think that's just
Fuck, it's
what makes
motivating,
me a really good
It's fucking
fighter in the cage. It's a lot bigger than just me going out there in the cage. I got a whole brand behind me,
Army.
and that I'm trying to inspire other people to do their thing and create their own lives in the way I have created mine. You know what I mean? I think that's like the coolest thing about life is we all want to kind of find some kind of success, and I feel like one of the best ways to do it is turn yourself into a brand that people like. You can drop merch and whatnot and just get people to attach to that, and you inspire them to create their own too. Like I've been inspired by many artists and creators and internet kids over the years, and that's all I'm trying to do is just see how many kids I can help, give them something to work towards and kind of copy.
That's
and
why I
take
told
their own
you.
style.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like the universe is just going to give that win to you, because Tommy's going to do so much more with the win than that other kid. If that other kid wins, he's not going to say anything. He fucking doesn't know how to speak. Tommy's going to inspire other people and actually do stuff with the win.
Yeah, I
and
know
take full advantage of it.
I know for a fact it's my time. Everyone has certain times in life, and the universe is in my favor right now because it's my time. This kid's very tough and good, like I said, but it's just not his time yet. He's going to learn a hard lesson, and I'm sure he'll be back and be in the UFC in a year or two. But he just so happens to be in my book right now, and I'm writing the chapters.
Fuck yeah, bro. You're going to kill it, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm super excited.
Something that, oh, dude. Excited. We're going to go fucking nuts. I wonder if Tim, I imagine Tim, because it's going to be on Tuesday, I imagine the class will go and we'll have it on the projector and we're going to go fucking nuts. I guarantee it.
I guess that's something, too, that you asked me earlier, like, what am I most excited for? Like, I'm very at calm and peace with the whole fight and the fight week, but I'm pretty excited for the platform and the things I get to create, and because I'm an artist, that I'll be able to use this platform to create and do the things that I love with, and just inspire more people and create more things. Like, I'm a creator.
He's Tommy Ross, man. You're Bob Ross. You're a painter. You're out there painting Tommy Ross, man.
Out of all the artists, this guy's gonna compare me to Bob Ross.
Well, you're going out there and you're painting beautiful pictures, dude. Come on, man. Beautiful highlights.
Yeah, man. It's super blessed and grateful to be here, though. At the end of the day, I'm a very confident person, and it might rub people the wrong way, but I'm just truly living out my dreams, and just to just have that childhood kid in me that always want to be doing what I'm doing, and I'm very happy and extremely blessed. I get so much love and support from people, bro. Like, I never even thought I'd receive this amount of love and support before I got to UFC. It's unreal. It's insane, and I can't thank these people enough. That's truly one of my biggest motivating factors. You got my family, the fortune I'm trying to build for me, my family, my future family, but also just to go out there and just give my supporters and fans the entertainment they deserve. I see a lot of just boring fighters in UFC and people not taking full advantage of this platform, and I'm the kid that's going to take complete advantage of this platform.
That's what I'm saying.
Uncle Dana's going to love me. He's going to want to write checks to me. I wouldn't be surprised if I get one of the first bonuses from Contender Series that they've ever seen.
That'd be sick.
That's just how confident I am with what I'm bringing to this level. I think they're going to, I know they're going to love me.
Let's go, dude.
And they're going to build him up after this fight and just,
Oh, yeah.
They won't even have to build me up as a thing, too, bro. Like, I got a mouth on me.
For itself.
And I'm going to go out there. I'm going to call my shots. I'm going to get the fans hype. I mean, everybody's going to want to tune in. So I'm just super blessed.
Hell yeah, bro. I want to know more about you and Jonathan, because you boys crack me up. Like, those shit talk. So, Tim and Sean are doing pickleball, so we've all been playing pickleball. And little Jonathan over there thinks he's the GOAT at pickleball. You guys can say what you want. You got to see me play against Tim and Sean. Go ahead, talk your shit.
Yeah, we weren't impressed.
No.
We weren't impressed the way, something that worries me about you.
Uh-huh.
You can wing the ball pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But you had a few times it was hard for you to get to the ones that are a little more well placed. It's a little hard for you to get there, and this kid's got a missile on it.
I know,
and he's a performer. I lean towards people that can perform at a high level under pressure, and I know this kid can do that. I'm not saying you can't do that, but this is my little prodigy, and I respect that. I'm gonna back him up.
Oh, you got to. And like you, when people doubt me. Oh boy, it motivates me, it fuels me. And what I like about Jonathan is because a lot of times when we play people from the gym, it's like their first time playing. You know what I mean? So yeah. I finally get someone that's going to know how to play.
He's only, honestly though, in his, not been making built-in excuses already for the kid, but he's only played, I think 2 times he's been on the pickleball court. Yeah. 2 times.
Well, that's going to hurt me more than if he wins.
Because that's what I'm saying. So there might be a little bit more pressure on your shoulders than you think, because you're playing somebody that's only played 2 times. How's that going to look if you go out there and lose to somebody that's only played 2 times?
Motivates me.
I was a tennis champ, though.
It motivates you. It doesn't make you maybe a little nervous. A lot of stakes to just fall and crumble under that pressure. And
I get to go, let's see what I'm about.
Think about it. You couldn't get to the balls and you had another guy on the court.
Yeah, because if it's after the fight, too, I'm going to make a Mafia vlog out of it. So the whole world is going to get to see who wins.
Yeah. I'm so down for any pickleball content, and I'm down for
Might have to put a brow on it.
No. I don't put brows no more. I don't put brows no more.
Is that a weakness in self-confidence over there? Not willing to put. So how much do you believe in yourself?
Well, no, because at the end of the day, I'm a humble human being, and if I lose to a better man in pickleball, I lose. And it ends there. I'm done. I lost my eyebrows. Schmitty done lost his eyebrows, and I retired eyebrow bets that day.
What was that about? How did you lose
Fucking
it?
stupid Reese's Pieces cups. And I'm never putting
what was it?
freaking LA Beast. I watched him eat 50 Reese's Pieces cups. I'm like, oh, he made that look really like
50 of like the individuals or double?
Yeah.
How many
And
did
you
get
couldn't
to?
do it?
No, Sono ate them.
How many did you get to?
I didn't eat. It was Sono. I didn't think Sono.
How many did
could-
Sono eat?
He ate all 50, and I wasn't there for it, so I can't 100% confirm this. But it was recorded and documented. But I was not there.
I think I could smack 50.
Yeah.
The way LA Beast eats a lot of shit, and so the way he made it look, I'm like, oh man, 50 Reese's Pieces.
Are they dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Just the regular size, original regular size peanut butter cup.
Damn, because that adds a little to it. You know, I feel like the dark chocolates would be easier to put down.
And Schmitty lost his eyebrows. So on that day, prior to this conversation between pickleball, Schmitty retired eyebrow bets.
I think, you know, since I'm coming up and Suga's going to be in my corner, I think Armin is going to be in this kid's corner. You know, Armin, what's his last name?
Whatever it is.
He's going to be in this kid's corner. I think they need to put some brows on it. How much do they believe in their kid? You know, I win. We take one of David's brows and we take one of Armin's brows right in the back.
I like that call out. You could go ahead and do. I like that. I like that.
I'll be shaving it for them.
Either that or maybe like loser buys the other kid a Lambo. Like
Yeah.
I win,
Ooh.
Armin buys me a Lambo.
Yeah.
Let's make it tricky. You know what I mean? Because you go, God,
I'm
I don't want to
putting
lose my eyebrows.
Shug's Lambo money on it.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, I lose my Lambo. The poker guys were making like, you can have the Lamborghini for a week, like reuse someone's Lamborghini for a week.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Those
Yeah.
guys were cool bets like that.
Did Suga do that?
Sean bet him that if he won, he would follow him for a month. Be his only person that he followed on Instagram.
Did he have to do it?
Sean beat him, so he
So Sean sparred him, right?
yeah, Sean sparred him.
Yeah.
But he does other bets with poker guys like that, and he beat the guy who let him use his Lamborghini for a week.
Bro, Suga
Stuff like
fucked me up last week. Like,
Well-
I came in too confident, like kind of dancing around and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And
And
I feel like he just like
Good
hammered
old
me.
What'd he get you
slice
with?
of humble pie.
Loads of right hand, bro. I couldn't
Loads
see
of
the right hands coming.
Loads of right
A
hands.
barrage of right hands.
I think it was like 10 right hands in a row, bro.
Jesus.
I was like, what's happening, bro? He got me shooting on his ass and he kept sprawling and I was like, fuck.
Bro looked like a rock'em sock'em out there.
That's fire.
Just trying to grab whatever I can, bro.
So you said you were a tennis champion.
Yes, sir.
How old were you when you became a tennis champion? How long have you played tennis?
So I started at like 4 years old.
Okay.
Because in like, I guess in Israel, there's not many sports and there's not many space. So like tennis is kind of like small. So I think I got first place twice, second place twice, and it was every year. So I competed
So
when
you're
I was
always out there
yeah,
grinding.
like 7, 8, 9, 10, and I always like individual sports. I feel like because all the pressure is on me, so that's why I like tennis and like pickleball.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I miss tennis so much because just since starting MMA, but like pickleball is like kind of like tennis,
Kind
but
of, yeah.
I feel like maybe less skill because it's easier to hit the ball and
Well,
stuff.
the paddles are completely different. So I'm trying to learn that technique of how, because you watch these professional pickleball players, dude,
Yeah.
and they make it look so easy.
Yeah.
Then you go out there and the ball just doesn't do what you want it to do. So I think it's the paddles.
I can
100%.
spin it and stuff though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So can I, dude. I can put a drop spin on it. I'm there with you, buddy.
I saw you spinning it into the opposite court the other day. I saw.
You know
Spin
what?
it, woo! With the
Maybe.
rafters.
Maybe Schmidt was doing a little game plan in there. Maybe I see my
Uh,
ops walking. Maybe I dumb it down a little
this
just so that
kid
they
thinks
think.
he's playing chess.
Maybe
not
I am.
checkers.
You just never know, and we won't know until that.
Well, we're willing
Door
to put
closes.
Jono's brows on it, so when you want to do that.
Let me think of something on my end, because I hate losing eyebrows. He's been playing tennis his whole life. I respect that.
Maybe you got to sign over the podcast to me and Jono for like 2 months. We get to just come in here and run the Schmitty show.
I think
We
I'm
get to have
down
our
with that.
own guests.
Bro, that'd be a fire
We
pod.
just get to take it over.
We-
do what we want. We get to say what we
Yeah.
want.
Oh,
Just
dude.
drop what we
I like
want.
this, bro. Nice table and shit.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe
Thank
we
you.
just take over this office, John.
If you guys-
maybe we take some of this shit down and we put a couple
My
Gunz
posters.
logos up and some Jono posters or
yeah.
something.
Maybe then the subscriber count will finally go up. maybe we'll get some big sponsors. I'd be down for something like that. No.
If I'm hopping on it, there's gonna be some money for that, some sponsors. All about that, bro.
Them Phillips Law, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Phillips Law, hit me up.
Shout out Phillips Law. If you guys need any help with any injury, accidents, you've been in a car accident recently in Arizona, go ahead, click on your boy's Instagram.
Tell me let
Tommy
Schmitty
Gunn
know.
145. Click the link in my bio. Phillips Law will help you get paid, baby.
Tell me let Schmitty know. Schmitty told us.
Yeah.
Let another 1,000 in my pocket, baby.
This guy,
But no, I respect. So you're causing hell over in Israel and being a tennis champion
Yes, sir.
at the same time. What happened?
My parents were like, right, we're moving to London, to the UK.
When you were 11.
Yeah, my whole family will come with me, and they're gonna send me to a boarding school where I can only come home every 3 weeks. And it was like a 3-hour train on the train.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I went there and like had no English when I first came. Just boarding school, bro, sleeping with like 2 other roommates.
All because your parents were just fed up.
Low-key
In a way.
fed up, and were like, well, we want you to have like a UK education, like a strict boarding school. Like you weren't allowed phones at night. You had to wake up at a certain time every day. If you were late, you're getting in trouble. Like it was pretty strict. You had to wear a uniform with a tie every day.
Is that why you're always the shirt he's wearing right now, guys, is exactly what he'll spar in.
Yeah.
So is that why that is?
Yeah.
That's
I
kinda
feel like
cool.
it just makes me like more professional. Like I'm going to walk. Like
Okay.
you know.
I respect that.
Then you got
Like-
guys like me that just
Come in
wearing
naked.
stuff.
Yeah, but I see people like coming to the gym and they're like coming in on like Saturday morning all like fucked up and like just shitty clothes, like just look bad. And like I feel like if you like that, like you don't feel nice. Like
Bro, this is kind of crazy story because it's like, okay, you're causing hell. Your parents are just wanting you to be better because they see you going a down path. What were you feeling? Like, were you going, oh, fuck? Or were you like, you're like, okay,
I feel like I knew, I was like, oh fuck, but I feel like I always knew that like it will just walk out. Like I just knew that I'm smarter than like most people, and like I knew that I was only doing it at the moment just to have fun and like do
attention or
stupid
something?
shit.
In front of your friends? Or
Not really, just like I like the adrenaline rush.
of doing, because it was bad stuff.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you got out of doing the bad stuff. You're not doing any bad stuff here, are you?
No,
Good.
staying dialed. MMA is MMA. I feel like takes all the bad energy. Like after like a good sparring session or a training session, you don't even want to go and cause harm. You know, you're just so
Good.
at peace. Like you
Good.
I let go of all
Just
the
chill.
bad energy.
Just go turn on a show, maybe meditate, write. Yeah. I'm proud, man. That's tough. That's a lot. You know, I get it. Because, you know, fighting was a thing for us kids growing up. Like, meet up in the woods, you go fight. You fight in school, meet them at the locker. I get it. We were destructive too. Every kid is a little destructive in their life, right? You learned from it. You became a better person for it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just dumb kid shit. But being in a boarding school, how was that? 4 years?
Bro, that was 5 years.
5 years.
Tough.
Yeah.
Like so strict. You had to eat the food that they give you, like shit lunch food, and that's what I had to eat like every day.
Was there fight? Did you get in fights there?
Not so much in my first 2 years, but I only got suspended once in the 5 years, and it was some guy was like fucking making noise when I was like trying to do walk, and you know there was like 30 people in one boarding house. I went up to him and like I punched him in the body, bro, like 2 times. He was like on his bed. I went into his room, started punching him in the body, and he like moved his head quick, and I clocked him right. He had braces on, broke like 2 of his
Front teeth?
like kind of came down and were like only hanging from the braces, and they were trying to tell me that like I'm gonna have to pay like $4,000 to fix his braces, and I was like, bro, I was punching him in the body and he was spazzing.
Yeah. But it's probably didn't get kicked out for that, being in such a strict school.
Yeah, and I got suspended for 2 days, 3 days
for
or something.
knocking a kid's teeth out.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they were trying to...
lenient, man. I slapped my one friend because he beat up my other friend, and I said, don't do that, and I got suspended for a week.
Shit.
And I just backhanded him.
I got kicked out of a... my parents were never Catholic, but I was always a very troubled kid, so they put me in a Catholic school when I was like in pre-K. That's where I started school, but I got kicked out in 2nd grade for scrapping, so I had to go over to public school.
How did he scrap?
But my dad defended me in it. So there's this kid, because I was always a skinny kid, cleft lip and whatnot, so I feel like people would pick on me, but my dad was a boxer back in the day, so my earliest memories of him coming home beat up and boxing, trying to make extra cash because he had 3 of us kids before he was even 20. So I was always very well prepared and well rounded to back up my mouth and just fight anybody. And there's this kid that I would always get in scraps with, and he's a lot bigger than me, probably outweighed me by, double my size. I was always a very skinny, scrawny kid. And
who would start it between you two? Would you start it with him, or he would start it with you?
He would start it, the mouthiness, but I wasn't ever afraid to give it right back and get physical, because I just didn't put up with shit from people.
From a bigger kid, too. It's like, what a bully.
But this one, I busted him up a little too bad that they said, yeah, you're kind of done here, because
Did you get on mount or some shit? Or was it
I did, actually. So we were it was in 2nd grade. I literally remember it vivid as hell, because it was like a time when it's like I'm getting kicked out of school, can't see my friends anymore, got to go to a different school. I was in 2nd grade, and this kid was behind me in line, kicking the back of my shoes, just fucking with me, right? He was a sneaky kid. He smarted me. I didn't really care to like hide it from the teachers, but he would be sneaky and hide it. So he's kicking me in the shoes, back of the heels. I was like, bro, you could like stop kicking me. Stop kicking me. Kept doing it. And I said, bro, you got to stop kicking me. Like 3rd time. Kicked me again. I literally turned around, doubled him, Jordan Burroughs him right through the desks, got on top of him, and just started busting him up pretty good. And it didn't really look good on my side of things.
The Lancho?
And
what was it?
And so so then I got kind of called to the office and got in trouble, and we had to sit down with like my parents, and I told him what happened, and my dad kind of just said, well, I don't really see a problem with this if this kid was kicking my son in the back of the legs, and he told him to stop multiple times, like, so then we kind of ended up going to a new school after that.
Do you know that guy now?
No, I don't really know him now.
Wow, that's weird. I guess, I don't know, Simpson, Seckman, we all freaking, there was fights all the time, man. People wouldn't get kicked out, you would just get in trouble, and they'd be back, and get another fight another time, and
my friends would also get me a lot of fights too, because like they all knew I could fight since a little kid, and so like I was always a kid in the group. We were all little renegades. I was running around with a bad group of kids all the time usually, and like we'd all talk a lot, fuck around a lot, get in trouble. Same with Jono and his friends. And when it came down to scrapping, I was always a kid that everyone put up and pointed at. Hey, like Tommy will back us up, or like Tommy will fight your friend or whatever. And so I was kind of always in. I never was one to shy away from it. So, yeah, I think my friends also got me into quite a few scraps back in the day.
Damn. Same. My friends would speak for me. All of a sudden, I got a guy getting in my face in the middle between classes. I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. Meet me after fucking school. I'm like, okay, fuck.
I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Dude, my dad saved me one time because people would meet up at the movie theater back in the day. This was back in the day, and Friday nights at Arnold 14th today, packed outside. Sometimes cops would have to come and just tell everyone to leave because it was just a hangout, right? These kids, I go there and the guy who's wanting to fight me, kids are like, "Come on, get out there, Ricky." I'm in the arcade hiding. I'm like, please, no, I don't want to. It felt like the whole damn school was there. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Sure enough, they get me as soon as I'm getting the pit opens up, and then there's the guy who wants to fight me. He's looking right at me. Brendan's there. Little Brendan was there. Sure enough, right then my dad pulls up. And he says, "Rick, get in the car." And I'm like, do I be a bitch and get in my car? Or do I go get my ass beat in front of my dad? I'm like, "Hello, Dad."
You just fucking run.
I got in that fucking car and I was like, "Brendan, get in the car."
Schmidt speeding off.
How
Shout
old
out
were
that-
you? How old was
dude,
Brendan?
That was probably when I was 13.
Oh shit! You've been knowing him for ages.
Oh yeah, dude. I knew Brendan when he was 7 and when I was 9.
Shit. And then how did he move out here?
With me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, last minute I asked Sean.
What, she picked both of them up?
No,
So that was just that was just when old Schmidt was visiting. When he moved out here, I think he drove his cars up.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Sean flew us all out to fight. I fought Warlike. Sono fought.
No way.
Yeah.
It was sick, dude.
Yeah.
I picked up Schmidt from the airport. I remember I vlogged it. Had a little video. Saw Schmidt hopped in the.
And he fought?
He hopped
Yeah,
in the Benz
fought
with me.
Warlike.
We was mobbing in the Benz. Picked him up, and then we went to the smoke shop, grabbed some weed.
Yep, and then we went straight to the pub.
coffee shop.
Well, we went to the coffee
Had
first.
some good coffee because we both liked their coffee. We both
Yep.
liked their weed, so we
You
got
knew
that
the spot. You're like, I got this spot.
It was
I
a good
like,
little spot. Not a bad spot
Yeah.
compared to the spots I know nowadays. Though kids a little bit more well-rounded and a vet in coffee.
Oh yeah. Oh,
For any of you
dude,
females out there in AZ that want to know where the best coffee is, go ahead and Tommy Gun 145 on Instagram.
Yep. And Schmitty can make a damn good cup of coffee.
Yeah, maybe
In the
we'll just
morning.
pull up to Schmitty's house.
Yeah.
And who won? You
Or
or
Maybe wake up at
Warlike?
Schmitty's.
What happened?
Huh?
You or
Didn't War
Warlike?
win?
Chill.
I think War won.
You want to bet? I'll bet eyebrows on that one.
What? Was it a full-on fight?
It was,
Yeah,
bro,
just
and it was
because-
bloody, I'm pretty sure. It was a
Really?
dog fight, bro. They were like,
No
I remember
way.
we ended up, I think we have to like stop it because it was just like these guys are
No, we
killing
went to
each
just
other.
no.
No fucking
I swear I just
way.
remember.
I don't even.
My memory of it was like, this is a war, bro. This is one of the sickest fights I've ever seen. I can't believe that
No.
shit was free.
Swear.
Well, I won't. Thank you, Tom.
I
You know
need.
what?
Is there a video?
Yeah, go. I wish it was on my YouTube, but that's on Suga's.
Maybe we'll have to put the link in the bio or something. so
Right,
some of the
okay, yeah,
fans
I
can go
should.
look
No,
at
yeah,
it.
I
yeah.
will. I will.
Please do.
But yeah, me and Warlike fought just because I was gaming with Sean for 3-4 years before we moved out. Maybe even almost 5.
Shit.
Yeah, and Warlike was just talking shit the whole time, being Warlike. You know what I mean? And so like we were rivals when we were all gaming.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and Sean was like, "You guys," he just came up with the idea, and he was a little guy, so I'm like, this little Canadian who's talking mad shit is not gonna fucking beat me up. Oh,
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Because I'm a smart man, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
fight someone who's gonna beat my ass.
Yeah.
But little tiny Warlike talking all this mad shit, and sometimes it would be bad, dude. Like
Fuck.
really he's really saying some shit. you
Yeah.
know? I'm like, this dude don't even know me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, Sean, I'll fight him. You know what I mean? But we also had big gloves on, and we had helmets,
Head guards?
and we had shin pads.
Oh, okay.
Because we're not fighters. We don't know how to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And dude, we go in there, and the whole thing was made to be a fight card.
Yeah.
And so we're hyping up, we're coming with our walk songs, we're doing interviews, we're doing everything.
Was it at the lab?
No, it was at Sean's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we felt when he had his cage in his
Oh,
garage. Yeah. And I punched Warlike in the face
Hard?
hard.
Were you going 100%?
I mean, I was trying
Yeah.
to dink. You know what I mean? I was trying to dink him. You know what I mean? And he started gushing blood right away.
Shit.
Bro, I felt bad. And then you were still in the moment and he did things, and then I get tired. Tommy was joking. It was like the first round was fun, but then it got a little tiring, and then he tried taking me down in the third. We went to the decision. I won. But I remember after the fight, I go up to him. He's cleaning up and he's bloody and stuff. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fine." I'm like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, because I just don't. I'll fight when it comes to someone attacking someone I love and my family. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Bro,
I just don't know
Jojo-
if it's a win though when somebody a quarter of your size goes to the
I know.
decision with you. That's what
I
I
know.
mean the win based off of.
Like
I
I-
was just more impressed with War because to be honest, I had you winning. I remember I was your boy.
was too
picked
much-
you
so
up.
much
I didn't
bigger.
know War at the time. Even
Yeah.
that. Well, I mean, I knew him because of gaming. But like I was definitely a little closer to you at the time,
Mm-hmm.
so I was thinking you're going there maul this kid.
Just
I'm
maul.
thinking grizzly bear versus gopher.
Yep.
Like
Dude, fighting's exhausting.
and War went in there and he impressed me.
No
Yeah.
way.
He impressed me. He had some dog in him. I didn't know they were built like that in Canada.
Maybe me
Shit.
and War need a rematch one day.
And I think War told me that he got fucked up by.
Mafia Mania #1.
Now, that kind of
And,
stuff. I'm
and what
down
was the
for.
other fight on the card?
We had Sono versus our buddy.
J-Rob, right?
No, J-Rob fought JJ.
No
J-Rob
way.
fought JJ. Fuck, who did War fight? I'm blanking again. Zark Quinto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he fought Zark.
That was a good banger,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, they had a really good scrap. back and forth. Zark was a soccer player, so that motherfucker had because this is all, I never fought before.
Yeah.
You know what I told Tim when I first came out here?
What?
Because I didn't know jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I roll around with my friends. I'm submitting my friends because I'm the bigger guy, and I think I know shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, Tim, let me see what a black belt jiu-jitsu feels like. Bro, he fucked me, and he'll tell you that he did nothing, but he fucked me up. I threw up 3 times. Never threw up from exhaustion right, before, and it's at his gym. First time, I'm in the back puking. They had to get me Powerade. Shit's exhausting.
Yeah.
And so the same thing, dude, when you're fighting, you don't know how to fight, you don't know how to use your energy.
Yeah.
It is the most exhausting thing.
Literally.
And the scariest thing to me with fighting would be to be exhausted and it's the second round and you got 3 more rounds. Fuck. That shit is terrifying.
That scares me too.
Yeah,
but that's
dude.
why I'm so like confident with Tommy's fight right now, because I feel like he saw me like get gassed a bit in my fight, and like it kind of gave him that even more like, oh shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Because technique will destroy cardio every day.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I've always been a cardio machine though. Like Tim will say it over and over again. Like you guys have probably heard him say it. Tim says and vouches for me that I got one of the best natural gas tanks he's ever seen. Obviously, I never had to use it because, bro, these regional kids, they don't belong in there with me. I'm not going to give them a chance to bring out a fight in me. And personally, I don't believe this kid's going to make me have to show much of my cardio either, so people still might be questioning it. Mm-hmm. But the way I work in the gym, like Jonathan said, I have the best cardio in the world at 145 pounds, and I'm confident in that, and I just haven't had to show it yet. There will be a day when I do have to show it, and I'm super excited for that day.
Fuck yeah. Dude, it's what's needed. Right now is when you got to have the background, you got to have the skills, and you got to have the cardio. It's what's so needed right now.
That's why I try to tell Jonathan, I'm always trying to push him to do more outside of camp run. Let's just work on your cardio, even if we're not sparring hard. We're getting better with cardio because there's so many kids out there nowadays trying to do this, and everybody's hungry. And it's like you got to be a complete package. You got to know how to wrestle. You got to know how to strike. And you got to have good cardio. Clearly, you got to know how to wrestle, bro. That's all these wrestlers and grapplers are taking over. And it's another funny thing, too, is I think some people don't think that I can, like, grapple as good as I can. But, you know, there's this one guy, actually, who had me at the beginning of my fight last year when it got announced with Bashi. He was a Bashi fan, and he's an MMA analysis guy. He does a lot on, like, Tapology and a lot of, like, picks. And he at first thought I was going to lose to Bashi. And then after seeing me perform more and then seeing Bashi lose to C-Rod, he switched it up and has talked to me. He's like, I think you would have smoked Bashi, actually. And he still has questioned my grappling ability. But one thing he says, I've seen bits of Tommy's grappling, and he compared my grappling to Bo Nickel, one of the best grapplers out there. He's like, from what I've seen of it in the split seconds and the explosive moments, he's like, he almost seems as dominant at grappling as Bo Nickel. We've just never seen it, and I've been wrestling since I was 3 years old.
Cut.
Okay, well, Schmitty had to cut that because Jono played something on his phone that could get him monetized. So as I was saying, I've been grappling since I was 3 years old, and I'm a really good grappler. If I wouldn't have got kicked out of high school my senior year, I could have went on and I had offers to go wrestle D1 at ASU, Penn State, all sorts of colleges, but the goal was to never grapple in college. I was never going to go to college, but my grappling was at that level, and I'm confident I could have went and won some D1 national championships, but the goal was always just I only wrestled so I could fight.
Right.
If it was up to me, I would have moved to AZ when I was like 14.
There's similarities between you and Jonathan, getting kicked out of school, you know, and staying the pace and never giving up.
Understanding the game.
Yeah.
Thank God for wrestling, man. If there wasn't wrestling in life in Montana, man, I don't know if I would not be here today. Wrestling was the only thing I had that they kind of kept me grounded and somewhat out of trouble, and just kind of able to make it alive and out to AZ.
It is one of my regrets too, not wrestling in high school, because my the wrestling coach of Seckman, he wanted me. And then he was like, "Come to practice tonight and try it, Schmidt." And I was like, "Okay." And then I was too scared. I didn't go. The next day he's like, "Dude, where were you? Where were you?" I was like, "Oh man," because dude, the wrestlers, bro. Look at me. You know what I mean? Schmidt been this way.
You've been a good wrestler, bro.
I know. What would terrify the fuck out of Fat Schmitty is when you're driving to school on your bus. and you're watching the wrestlers who are already there running the entire campus, grinding. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude.
I wish I didn't have that fear.
That's where my work ethic comes from. I feel like in a lot of my cardio is I've been just grappling since a kid, and there's no harder working people than wrestlers. I feel like growing up as a kid, I just think that is one of the best sports to give you a really good work ethic is wrestling. I tell every parents that reach out to me or kids what to do. I'm like, just find a good local wrestling program and wrestle your ass off as much as you can. It'll teach you so much more than, even if you don't want to go fight, just it'll teach you so much about life. There's like, it'll give you that mental edge over people in life. You can go use that in anything.
Yeah, if I can go back in time, I'd smack that Schmitty in the face. I'd say, go try it, man. Because I bet I'm that kind of guy. You know what I mean? I go try it. I'm scared of it. But once I go try it, I go, whoa. And I love it. That's how I was with volleyball. So, how'd you meet Jonathan? Where did this friendship come from? And where, like, how did that happen?
That's a funny story, actually. Well, so Jonathan, like he said, he moved out here for London. I remember he came out here testing out a few gyms, seeing what gym fit best for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he came up to me one time at Redhawk. This had been like about a year ago or something like that, year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember this young, confident kid. You could see it in him. He came in the room and wanted to spar me right away. It was a spar day, the first time I ever met the kid, and with little puppies on.
Uh-huh.
His dad was there. I love his family. His dad's super cool, comes from a really good family, you can tell. And I was like, okay, like, let's spar. So we start moving around. This kid's he's trying to, push me, and he's super spazzy at the time, and just very confident.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even hit him that hard. It was a little jab. We could post a video, and I hit him with just a jab, and he kind of ran into it, and it cut him open.
Oh no!
Where
Where at, above the eyebrow or where?
Yeah, right here.
So the first time I ever met him, we sparred outside the cage, just moving around. I hit him with a jab, and it cut him. I felt so bad because the kid was out here to train a lot,
oh, no.
and it kind of like put a little hole on his training. I felt so bad, bro. I was like, oh my God, Tim, like, I'm so sorry. Tim's like, bro, it's not your fault, it just happened. But I felt bad, and then, the kid ended up still training a little bit, ended up moving out to AZ, kind of bouncing between gyms, and he found his home at Redhawk. And at first I was like, this kid is such an ignorant little just cocky kid that just, thinks he's the best and all this. And I kind of remind myself, I'm like, dude, I was the same way when I was 18. It's that delusional confidence that, takes you to the next level. I'm like starting to see a lot of similarities in my mindset, my work ethic, and this kid. Ended up talking to him a lot, and he just, he was following me on my Snapchat and my Instagram for years before he came out. And he just he told me that he was a fan of my fighting style. He liked the way I would he saw me on some of Suga and Tim's vlogs, the way I would entertain the fights and gas up the fights, and told me he's a fan of that. And we just kind of started to connect, and I realized like he's pretty similar to me when it comes to the performing aspect. This kid likes to talk shit too. He likes to give the fans what they want to see, and I kind of started to realize like there's a lot of potential in this kid, and I like to surround myself with like-minded individuals. Everybody is at Redhawk Academy is like my family and everything, but like I really gravitate and kind of get closer to the people that I think are going to push me to even be a better version of me. And Jonathan does do that pretty good for an 18-year-old kid. He inspires me even to work harder, be better, and we kind of just started clicking a little bit, and just kind of taking him under my wing as much as I can. I just want to see him succeed in this sport and get the same blessings that I'm seeing unfold in my life, because I know he's capable of doing it.
Yeah.
And bro, I knew that Tommy would like me. Like, as soon as I heard him speak, I was like, bro, like...
You're a funny character, my man. The things you say are funny as hell. Like, you're a hoot and a holler. When you were about, it was like fight week, I think, and we went over to Tim's, and he wanted you to pick up the chicken, and he was like, it was his tough chicken. And he kept running away from you. The first thing I remember, he's like, I'm 5 days out. It knows it knows. And just shit like that.
I can
like,
smell it.
just quick. Yeah, like you got quick little quirks that you say. That's like funny as hell.
He said it can smell that I'm 5 days out from a fight. It doesn't want smoke with me.
Yeah, and then your accent's funny. You bring good energy. You keep being a good person and growing and learning. Sky's the limit, my man. That's cool. it's cool that you guys became friends that way, similar to me, how I met Sean. Dude, everyone's stories. You, Ezra, there's so many people that just, they move out, they see it, they want to be, and it's different when people move out and expect to compared when people move out with goals and determination. Because we've seen both, right? You see people come out here, they want to be here, but they got no plan. And then they're like in these really shitty fucking situations. That's how I even felt before I moved out here. When Sean gave me the offer, I'm like, I almost didn't even move out here. Because I'm like, fuck, is it right? Should I be leaving my family? I really got to get out there and grind and do the things I want to do, push YouTube. So it's like these guys who come out here with no plan, it's like that's got to be so hard. You know what I mean? And when you're in that situation, you're not really kind of adding to the gym. You know what I mean? To where those guys who come in, Ezra, Tommy, you, other people who all move around from the earth, and they come in here, they show up every day, they're in there grinding, they're working to get better. They got their stuff on the back end to make sure that they can be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is, and I get it. Like, bro, life is always going to be what pushes you down.
I also feel like life's not going to, one thing I've started to really learn and over the last few years of my life and kind of live by is like, I don't feel like life's going to bless somebody that's a very selfish person. So I've really tried to be selfless. And one of the big reasons I do this journey nowadays is to help other people. I believe that with my hard work ethic and the success I'm having, I'm able to help a lot of people around me. But those people have to be willing to and open to accepting that help. And Jonathan's just one of those kids that, I feel like he's willing to learn and accept that help from other people. Right. And so the kid just deserves being around all these high-level guys that he's around. And I think it's gonna end up making all the difference in his career being around all these people at Redhawk Academy.
Bro, and like you said, just being there. Sometimes the smallest things can mean the most to people. And it could just be a simple act of kindness, just listening to someone, just being there for them, asking them how their day is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smallest little things can make the biggest difference. Because it's right. The kind of thing I like to make sure, I'm like, okay, if I leave anything behind, what am I going to leave? I'm going to leave my footprint of who I was. So that's like what I've always tried to make guide me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what. Because everybody overcomes that feeling of being lost. You know what I mean? So I think once you kind of just stick to your roots of who it is to be you, that's kind of it.
You got to make things bigger than yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, the war in between the head on people, and me including, which I'm working on. You know what I mean? Being surrounded by you guys, it's the war in between the ears. Because that can stop a lot of people.
For sure.
You know? So being surrounded by all these positive people.
And just being grateful for it.
Yeah, dude.
Like.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I love Redhawk Academy. Like, that's how I'm here in the podcast right now. Like, not many other gyms have people like Schmitty that have, like, podcasts and stuff.
Well, here, you know where I reflect? Bro, you're from Israel. You know what I mean? Like, you could be in a whole different life right now.
Literally.
Like,
and it's just...
The fact I'm here and I get to do what I like, to talk to people. I just love talking to people. And hopefully one day I could be like Joe Rogan. I get some real good people to learn from. You know what I mean? Because I soak in this shit.
Yeah. And
the fact that I just get to do this and my life is so how it is, it's great. Blessed. Again, it's just the war between the ears. Making sure you stay knowing what you're grateful for instead of freaking out about shit that ain't even happening.
Yeah.
You know? It's a big thing to overcome. And I'm like, man, to be 18, that's a big deal, bro. That's a big deal. Big light, big guiding. It's huge. Man, time, it's crazy when you think about it. Someone said it like this. It's like the oldest billionaires would pay billions to be your age. And that fucking hit me. Because I can sit here and like, oh, I'm 32.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, you're 32. You're still young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're fucking still go.
Yeah.
Those billionaires who are 70 would pay billions to be 32.
Literally.
That shit stuck with me.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's funny. I sent Jonathan a message last night on our Snapchat when we were talking. I said, you're young. This is the part of your career where it's okay to overwork because your body can handle it. Take advantage of it right now because you won't be young forever.
Amen. True. Bro. Fucking man. And time flies, bro. When I was younger, time felt like time. But, dude, when you get it's the one thing, like, you're like, oh, I can't wait to be older. Well, dude, life happens, and then time just is. And then you hear all these old people are like, yeah, time just seems like it's going faster and faster and faster.
I'm just having so much fun. I feel like this actually might be better than being UFC Jump. Like, I'm having so much fun, bro. Like,
that's
just
fire
right now. Like,
good for you, bro. Keep killing it. That's sick. We got some big ups coming, boys.
Yes, sir.
Even sometimes I'd think like, oh, I want to be like Suge, but then I would think, well, maybe Suge would want to be like me, like 18 again, just starting the journey. Like, fuck, bro.
It's good perspective, bro. Good perspective. This was a fire pod. I know you got some shit to do. I really appreciate you coming on, my man. I cannot wait for Tuesday. All of us can't wait. You're going to go out there. You're going to do your fucking thing.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, bro. Anytime. We'll get you boys back on, too. Because we got to have... I want to get, like, a time when you're not before your fight where you can kind of... We can all let loose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of...
Pop some champagne.
Yeah, pop some champagne and talk some shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it'll be a hoot and a holler.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, man, you go do your thing. We'll have you back. We can't wait. Shout out to everyone at Redhawk Academy. Shout out JJ. Shout out Tim. Jonathan, I want to get you back on again, too. Maybe I can just have you one day, and we can dive into some other shit.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you, guys. We love you. And let's fucking go Mafia. Mafia to the moon.
Mafia moon. One thing I want to say out there, for anybody just going through hard times or just trying to, like, you know, you see all these other people having success in your life, and you're kind of being hard on yourself, this is one thing I want to leave my fans with. I was reading this the other day. Don't aim at success. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you are going to miss it. For success, like happiness, cannot be pursued. It must ensue, and it only does so as the unintended side effect of one's dedication to a cause greater than oneself, or as the byproduct of one's surrender to a person other than oneself. Meaning, like we've been saying, you just gotta make things bigger than yourself and just learn how to truly enjoy the process of life.
That was good.
Tommy's gonna fuck that guy up. I'm betting the house, and yeah, it's gonna be so fucking fun. The after party is gonna be crazy, and Dana is not. He doesn't know what's coming, bro.
Fuck yeah.
He actually doesn't.
Oh yeah, no, not at all, dude. That was a good one, man. I appreciate that because you're so right. It's such a true one, dude. When you know something's bigger than yourself, it just humbles you, and you know, because it's everybody that's with you all the time. It's your family, it's your loved ones, and when you're doing good and you're seeing everybody else do good, it's just the best feeling. There's no other better feeling than that. So let's go, Tommy Gunn. Tuesday night, guys. We're getting a knockout. I'm calling it first round. Deuces.
Bet the house.
That was money.
That was fun as fuck.